Yeah, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Zai. Anyway, I know my lighting's a little off. I haven't really got shit together. I've been moving around a lot, uh, doing a lot of music, trying to get my shit out there, especially for my squad, which is FMO. Like I said, if you haven't followed my other channel, FMOENT, go ahead and follow it. I still got my reaction channel, which is Zabin Tribe. You can go ahead and follow it. I do a lot of overseas music, but I also like to cover California music. It just depends on how I'm feeling. But anyways, man, basically this whole video, basically you can tell by the title exactly what I get into, because I'm noticing outside of the crate, the walking on crate trend, that this trend seems to be popping up a lot. And I won't say a lot of cats do it, because I think a lot of cats are smart enough to know that if you happen to get caught slipping in the wrong part of Los Angeles, the valley, wherever you go to, you know what I mean? It's not gonna end well for you. And one of the homies from San Ho, you know what I mean? A Kiwi out of there, he had told me like, "What's up with this?" You know, it was a post. It was old. I had spoke on it before, of a northerner pulling up in Los Angeles, and just thought it was like something to be praised, I guess. But nowadays, you know, everybody's seeking a certain level of attention, and when you do things which are considered that brazen, you know, people tend to pay attention to it, especially if you're trying to be some type of rapper, or you're trying to be more than you are. Because to be honest, if you have to come all the way down south and take a picture in a neighborhood that don't belong to you in order to make yourself feel tough or make people think that you're tough, that's just some goofy shit. You know what I mean? And the reason I say it's some goofy shit is because, to be honest, you got homies that go up north all the time and take pictures, and it's not even taking pictures to be like, hey, look at, I'm right here. It's just to be like, because they're doing their thing and they're not really tripping on whose spot it is or whatever, you know, unless it's the homies. They're just up there doing their thing, you know. So it's like, it's funny. It's like I'm seeing this trend a lot now, and it's like, you know, and I had to point out the fact to the Kiwi that I knew, that if you notice, the dude had a fucking B on his face. So you in red and you in Los Angeles, the only ones you really got to worry about tripping on you with that red on is a Kiwi or another blood set that might not get along. But for the most part, you just got to worry about the Kiwis, because they're the one that's going to be tripping off the red. Because you do have homies, in fact, that be down here that have red. Their flags are red. And if you run into, if somebody, you know, maybe their enemies see you, then you might possibly get tripped on. But having a B on your face, majority of the time is going to throw it off. Now, you do have gangs that don't get along with bloods that are, in fact, Southerners. And if they were to catch you slipping, then it would be different. You know what I mean? It would be, you're going to get ran up on regardless. And in your life, trying to prove a point to people that really don't mean nothing anyway. Sorry. Nose is like all messed up. But, sorry, I'm going to go off camera real quick, you know. Well, actually, I can't go off camera, but allergy season like a bitch. But anyways, man, look at this. Is all I say. If you gotta come all the way down south to take pictures in a Southerners neighborhood, and a lot of times the spots you taking ain't even in their neighborhood. You'll go to the outskirts and maybe see a sign and be like, "Look, I'm here." You know, he told me some along the line, some dude pulled up in Echo Park to take a picture of somebody that he knew, and it was just one of those things. Like, even, I'm sure even to him it was goofy, because that's like me pulling up. That's like me pulling up in San Ho, not where the homies are, but in somebody else's hood, and take a picture real quick, get in the car and bounce. Because I can guarantee you that's how it went. These same cats that be doing this goofy ass shit, they're not gonna pull up. It's not like you're gonna pull up in Echo Park in their vodka and do that. And no, and see the thing. A lot of time people ain't gonna trip and they see that red, they ain't really tripping. You know what I mean? Somebody might approach you, but for the most part, people send you about your way. You know, if you go to East LA and you pop out and you jump out in all red, you know the homies are gonna press you. You know what I mean? If especially you ain't gonna go there. Go down with your. This is what I say. Look at. For the cats that really want to prove yourself, don't go to fucking Hollywood. Even though you got neighborhoods right there, but it's a busy spot. People are moving, a lot of cops. People still get killed down on Melrose. But for the most part, people are coming and going. They see red, it means absolutely nothing to them, because it's not that, we're not on that type of time. You know what I mean? Unless it's like a hood that don't get along with Bloods, or maybe it's another hood that don't get along with these homies and they know that they wear red. You know, other than that, it's like nobody's really going to trip on you. So when you come down here and you try to get these goofy ass points, you get absolutely nowhere, because nobody cares, dog. Like, some of you cats are trying so hard to be noticed when nobody really cares. It's like, nobody really cares. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. Now, if you were like, now if you did like the homies did, and you're up there and you start whole neighborhoods and actually holding your own in a spot where you're surrounded, then I would say something. If you were to come down south, start a neighborhood, and tell everybody, hey, I'm a Norteño, and nothing happens to your neighbor, because I can guarantee you every neighborhood in that section is going to sweep you. It's just what it is. It doesn't, we're not allowing that. It ain't never going to happen. And I don't have to gangbang or do none of that to just point that out. That's just stupidity. That's like me pulling up in a Bloods hood and just be like, this is my spot now. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm right here. That shit ain't happen. I pull up in a Crips hood. It ain't happening. If I pull up in another homie's hood, it's not happening. It's going to be war. So if that's going to happen, what do you think? One of your gangs coming out here trying to kick up dust or starting a spot, you're not going to have it. I know dudes that then killed their own family members for being Northerners. So, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those things that is just, I see it as goofy. Allergy, sorry. But it's just one of those things that I see as goofy. It's like there's no real sense in it. There's no real toughness in it. There's no real like, hey, I'm proving a point that Norteños can come down south. Nobody knows about you. Nobody, like if you're a known rapper, you know what I mean? Like I heard there was one fool that came down here that got jumped. You know what I mean? He got lucky. The homies probably spanked him and sent him on his way. They're not really tripping on him. And this is no, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me, my nose is messed up. But this is no real shot at Norteños or nothing. I don't care. I'm not going to diss you. I diss you if you disrespect me. But other than that, I don't care about you because you're up there and I'm down here. When I'm up there, I still don't care. I do my thing. But it's like there's only one thing that's going to happen. Either or two things. Either you impress me or you're going about your business. That's just what it is. I could see one of you motherfuckers walking on the street. I'm not running up on you because I don't care. You don't mean nothing to me. You're just a dude that's Macon or white or whatever and wear a red rag. I see red rags all the time. Half of my family is red rags. So it's like just not Northerners. So it's like when I see that, I don't care, dog. It means nothing to me. That's to the homies that want to trip off that night. Like if you come down here and you run into certain homies. No, if you run into a lot of homies and you tell them, don't have different letters on you and they can't really distinguish where you're from. Because ain't a lot of hoods down here that really trip on Bloods. It's just, there's only certain hoods that do that. The rest is just, they're on a different time. We don't color bang. You know what I mean? Not down south, but like righteously, if you really want to get, like, if you really trying to get like some clout on the internet, walk up to a motherfucking homie and tell him, hey, yo soy norteño, or, you know, I'm from the norte. Or disrespect, just, you know, use that dirty little S word that a lot of you guys like to use. Use that. You know what I mean? Then I can actually give you credit like, oh, shit. Even if you get your ass whooped, 9 out of 10, if you call somebody that dirty S word down here, they're going to kill you. I don't care where you're at. You know what I mean? And I don't care how many straps you come down here with. Pop up and say, hey, I'm a norteño. You know what I mean? Yo soy this. You know what I mean? And I can guarantee you, they'll be like, what? They might even think you're from the north side of, like, north side of what? Don't even use that. Don't say, hey, I'm from the north side. No. Just say I'm a norteño. You know what I mean? That's it. You know what I mean? And see where it goes to. It's like some of you cats got to be smarter. Like you don't look tough when you come down here and do stupid shit, taking pictures in front of signs. Because if that's the case, we can go back and I got homies that then took signs in front of a lot of places. San Ho, San Francisco. You got homies in Oakland. Fucking Stockton. Like you got homies everywhere. You know what I mean? That been taking pictures. They go with their families and they get into it with whoever. But they're not trying to prove no point. They're just doing their thing. You know what I mean? I've seen pictures where homies will catch one of you fools and be stumping your ass out in San Francisco, which is supposed to be your home. But, you know, that's nor here nor there. I'm just saying that, you know, it just looks goofy as hell when you go out of your way to come all the way down here to see clout. Like, I get it. Some of you dudes, you rep the North and your rap career is absolutely garbage. Some of you I've heard that actually had spit, but not really going nowhere because it's not too many places that you can really function that we are not there. You know what I mean? And like I said, this ain't on the whole gang shit. It's just, I feel sorry for some of you cats just to do the stupid shit. And even more sorry when I see a dude my age go out of his way to try to prove a point to motherfuckers that he's that tough guy. Nobody cares down here, dog. Like, it's just like, just come down south. Drop your location or something on live and see who pulls up. Just go live. You know what I mean? Which maybe that night may not even work because there's really no homies paying attention to your lives. Like, it's just like, that's not us. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, you're a northerner, I'm a southerner, whatever. That's why I trip out on a lot of cats that get on my page and they're like, oh yeah, S this, S that, disrespecting. But I'm like, where the fuck are you bozos doing on my shit? Like, if you're an older cat and you're past that page, I ain't gonna disrespect you, you know what I mean? It's just like, you know where you're at. It's a Southerners page, and that's just what it is. But I'm not gonna disrespect because it ain't that serious. I'm not looking for you cats on the street. I'm not looking to go head up with you fools for some bullshit. We don't go head up like if we going that route. Like, I'm not gonna give you that type of power. I'm trying to kill you. You know, it's just what it is. Like, and in order to avoid that, I just stay out of your section. You know what I mean? Because it really don't make no sense to take your life and end up with the rest of my life in prison for some fool that you ain't even my op. You're just some fool that just happened to have a different color rag and thought you were about that life. So I'd rather just go on about my business. I'm too old to be out here, like, and the thing is, it ain't even about the fighting part, because I know I could sling them. That's a proven fact. I know I could sling these dogs, you know what I mean? And that's been proven, you know? But slinging dogs with a Norteño, like, you ain't my homeboy. Like, as much as like I'll be past it, you're never gonna be my homeboy. I'm never gonna be friends with none of you fools. I'm never gonna like you. You know, I'll show you respect, but I'm never gonna be like, oh yeah, you know, this treaty. Fuck all that, dog. We ain't in prison. It's still, you know, stay to your lane, I stay to mine. Like, but I said, I'm not out here looking for you, you know what I mean? That's the homies that are up there, you know, that got to deal with you. Like I said, I'm down south. It's easier for me to get killed down here with all the enemies I got, or just mistaken identity. It happens all the time. I'm in Palmdale, California. They blowing motherfuckers down here left and right. Raza, black, white, like, fools blowing each other down. Shit get active out here. So when I be moving out here, I'm on my P's and Q's, you know. Head stay on the swivel. You'll see me, dog. I ain't rich, you know what I mean? I ain't got no BMW. So I be in my same Ford truck, rolling, beating my music, you know what I mean? It ain't big. It got them 12s in it, you know what I mean? But it's like I just be rolling, beating my music, enjoying life. I'm not really worried about my haters, you know. I've seen fools push up on me and be like, what's up? But they ain't pushing like with no issue. It's just, what's up, Azar? What's up? And you know, I'm not gonna shy. I go shake hands and everything. You know what I'm saying? Give, you know, dab hugs, whatever. I ain't that motherfucker that just trying to be celebrity. But I know this video is kind of long. It's just basically, look, dude, if you're a Norteño and you're looking for some type of clout, don't do it down here, dog. Because nobody cares about you. All you do is look like a fucking bozo coming down south to take a picture. Now, if you came down south, put in work, or you running up on homies in their neighborhood, them fools would be like, oh shit, them fools are active as fuck, but you're not. Cause if that's the case, go wipe out everybody up there, then come down. You trying to take on the ocean when you should be trying to deal with the river. You know what I'm saying? You can't come down south and move absolutely nothing down here. Like, the only way is if you shoot a fool and he don't know who you are. You know, that's just another day in LA. I don't know if you're paying attention, but when it comes to California, Southern California, murder rate is so freaking high. It's like we stay. And not even me. It's just people stay knocking motherfuckers down. This world is demon. You know what I mean? And LA is on demon time 20. Don't let that city of angels fool you. That shit is hectic. And you move accordingly down here. So don't be one of them fools that come down here and get smoked and get sent in a pine box back to your family, because you say Norteños down here, they're going to kill you. Plain and simple fact. That's all I'm saying, man. Be smart, man. Enjoy your life. You know what I'm saying? I'm enjoying mine. You see my shit. You know what I mean? It ain't about gang shit. It's about being smart. I fuck with keyways from upstate. You know what I mean? That's from San Ho on back. I fuck with keyways in other states, bloods and homies in other states, the homies from Mara and other states. You know, it just what it is. You know what I mean? I like to enjoy myself and kick it with like-minded individuals that really about that business, you know, and not even out there doing just fools that been there and done that. Like, I respect that shit. That's why I still see other black dudes and be like, oh, what's up, big homie? Because, you know, when they're older, you know what I mean, they've been through more than you. It's kind of like, you know, it's a respect level. But anyway, with that being said, man, hopefully you guys be smart. Don't pay attention to these jackasses that be trying to get clout, dog. You can't get no clout down here because we don't really care about you like that. Hopefully soon I'll be, you know, for the ones that already know about the show, you already know about the show. I told the homie I ain't gonna pump it up too much because, you know, just draw more idiots to the venue. But yeah, I'll be upstate doing a show, you know what I'm saying, all FMO, the one ways, the homies from Bay Recon, everybody, you already know. Oh, anyways, man, with that being said, man, enjoy the rest of your day.